Hey, it's Maximo. Join me as we ride a huge, high, scary cable car to magical Sentosa Island in Singapore. We explore some of the island and go to Siloso Point and check out a World War II fort. I had the best part of the day to myself in Singapore and decided to head over to Sentosa Island via the very high and scary cable car. I jumped on a train from our hotel and went to Harbourfront station. I think most people catch the Mt Faber station, but Harbourfront station is a hell of a lot easier to access via public transport. What I did was jump on the cable car, rode to Faber station, got off, had a look around, and then went from Faber station all over to Sentosa Island. I changed cable cars and went to Siloso Point, had a look around there, then headed back to the central station and ended up at Harbour Station. The cost of return fare is $35 Singapore per adult, and just need to be mindful that it's $35 for a one-way round trip. So you can't actually visit any station more than once. So if you start at Harbour Point, you need to do a big round loop and end at Harbour Point and not go any further. Otherwise, either they won't let you or they'll charge you more. So just a handy tip to keep in mind if you're visiting this area. So we rode the cable car up to Mt Faber, got off and had a bit of a look around. There are pretty good views of the surrounding Singapore city, but the cafe up there was closed and there wasn't that much to do really. So then I waited in quite a long queue for the cable car across from Mt Faber all the way to Sentosa Island and to Siloso Point. The journey from Mt Faber all the way to Siloso Point with a change of cable car was around about half an hour. As you can see, a lot of people get on at Mt Faber as there was quite a queue and it probably took about half an hour to wait to get onto a cable car.
Welcome aboard the Mt Faber cable car line. We are now en route to Harbourfront and Sentosa. We hope you are enjoying this amazing bird's eye view of Singapore's southern district. We are currently soaring above Mt Faber Park and 100 meters above sea level, traveling at an average speed of 3 meters per second. The trip to Sentosa station will take around 15 minutes. This will give you plenty of time to enjoy the views and take many photos and videos along the way.
But once we got on, it was truly a stunning, spectacular view. This is the reason to go to Mt Faber. Just the views and the height of the cable car, both spectacular and scary at the same time. I shared a cable car with a wonderful family from Bombay in India. There they are now. They agreed to be on the video. We had a nice long chat about our collective experiences in Singapore and just a little bit about our past, what I did for work and my channels and what they did for work. So it was quite an enjoyable journey. And this is a pretty good view of Harbourfront cable car station. It's quite unique because the cable car station is at top of a tall building, and on this occasion we drove right through the building. We didn't get out and continued our way onto Sentosa Island to Sentosa Station. You've got to admit it to the Singaporeans, they have very unique and world-class tourist attractions. Spectacular, really. I got off at the end of the line at Sentosa station, made a short walk over to the other cable car line in the direction of Siloso Beach. So here I am in Sentosa Island, Siloso Point, trying to avoid all the tourists with their Instagram moments. It's baking hot. Try and keep in the shade today and just have a look around. Let's go. There's many things you can see and do in Sentosa Island, many different attractions, theme parks, different activities. But the main reason I came to Sentosa Island was to see Fort Siloso. I started off riding the glass elevator all the way up to the Skywalk. The Skywalk is a land bridge between the tower and the elevated Fort Siloso itself. It offers stunning views of Siloso Beach, the bungee jumping facility, as well as the port of Singapore. It was frightfully hot, but I did manage to survive. I did have frequent drinks along the way. The elevator and the Skywalk are free attractions, and it's quite stunning, the views really. There are many different attractions on Sentosa Island, including Universal Studios, bungee jumping, zip lines and luges, but I came here to see Fort Siloso. Fort Siloso was built before World War II and formed part of Fortress Singapore. Fort Siloso is on the edge of Sentosa Island, and the area covers quite a few hectares. It's absolutely fantastic to come if you're a World War II buff. There's really good light and sound shows. The architecture is remarkably well preserved. You can run around all the different caves and see gun embankments. Very, very well done. Let's have a look around the area.
The 12-tonner crew has gone, sir, to support the 6-inch crew. Yes, sir. Yes, we're backing up now. I realised that, sir, but there was no angle on them, so we shall up short. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And good luck to you too, sir.
Here I am in Fort Siloso. I've just come through the tunnel complex, and we're at a gun emplacement. This place is really great. It's free entry, and it's really well done with the sights and sounds of World War II and the battle for Singapore. I've really enjoyed myself here, even though I'm about to melt due to the heat and humidity. Let's have a look around, shall we?
On August the 6th, 1945, the United States unleashed the atomic bomb. It was the first ever nuclear attack on any country.
After a couple of hours, I finished up at Fort Siloso and made my way to the Siloso station cable car. I caught the cable car back to the Harbourfront cable car station on Singapore Island proper. I really did enjoy my time there. It was absolutely fantastic. I would highly recommend Fort Siloso and Sentosa Island to anyone. I made my way back to the Harbourfront cable car station, and from there found the Harbourfront Mall. Went and had lunch at the Soul Garden restaurant, which was conveniently located right near the MRT station. Had a fabulous meal here. I finished lunch, had a bit of a stroll around the Harbourfront Mall, and then headed back towards my hotel. I decided to go to the Marina Square. It's located right on Marina Bay Sands and very close to the Pan Pacific Hotel. I had a wander through the mall, and it was a bit of a strange mall. It was sort of dedicated to games. It even had an indoor putting bar area. Quite unique. Had quite a good couple of eating areas, but quite a few children's entertainment type attractions. So, very interesting mall. Interesting indeed. I finished up at Marina Square and then headed over to War Memorial Park, which is right next door and a short stroll away. The War Memorial was dedicated to all the civilian casualties of World War II. It's quite a sombre place, and the prominent feature is the huge white tower that's in the centre of the park. It's a worthwhile stopover to make, especially if you're staying in the vicinity. Us being the Swiss Hotel, the big white building in the background, or even the Pan Pacific, which is right nearby. Now that was a pretty decent day of sightseeing in the heat and humidity, so I headed back to the hotel and had a late afternoon, early evening swim by the pool, followed by drinks and a bite to eat at the bar on the 8th floor pool area complex of the Swiss Hotel. I caught up with Joe again, and we had happy hour half-price cocktails. Happy hours between 5 and 7 p.m. every night. We followed this up by ordering dinner from the poolside bar. I had my second char kway teow, which was absolutely fantastic, quite spicy, really, really flavourful. And Joe had vegetarian spring rolls. The staff at the bar were really, really friendly and accommodating, and it's a really good place to hang out, not only for a swim, but for a drink and some food. All in all, a fantastic day of sightseeing in Singapore. I do hope you've liked this review. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And until our next adventures, take care and bye.